And I'm on. Hi, everyone. I'm back in a sweatshirt, y'all. It is 5 o'clock slash 11 slash whatever your current time zone is. Welcome. Welcome back to the Crochet Along. Good morning, Darcy. So glad you're here. I know last time there were some difficulties for you to get on time, but just happy you made it. Please know that's not like a bad thing. It was just like I missed you last time because I was looking for your name and I didn't see it right away. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not like, you weren't here. Please don't think that. But good morning, everyone. I am gonna wait until everybody gets in. But yay, Megan, you made it this week. It's fine. Last week was a lot. For those of you who watched, and if you've been watching more, like several weeks and then you watched last week was wild in a good way. There was a lot of energy that I normally don't have on the live. So it was great though. We were good morning, Kimberly. We had a lot of fun people. I was in Austin. It was a very last minute thing, but they, flew over because we needed some extra hands in the warehouse. And I flew over from London, met everyone for the first time. It was so fun. It's so weird because we like work together every day and we talk every day. But then when you're in person, it's like, obviously the flow is going to be so much better, but it was just so fun. But hello, everyone. Oh, you watched the replay, Megan. Oh, you're so sweet for watching the replay. Let's see. I want to say hi to everyone. Notorious Babe, hello. I don't. Kalia? Is that you? I can't remember. I did so many of the emails for the hooks that we gave away, and I'm trying to put like username to name. So if that's not you, I'm really sorry, but I remember emailing you. Good morning, Christina. Jade, good morning. Alicia, good morning, everyone. Forever blessed. Hello, everyone. She says hello. They say hello. I don't know. I don't want to assume. Michaela, hi. Oh, last week was so fun. I'm so happy. What's funny is like Lorraine, Pam, and Crystal were so busy and like they knew I had my time. And I was like, listen, if I can get y'all in just to say hello, like that's all I want. Like I know people are gonna want to see you. And they were like, oh, well, like we feel really bad. We can't do like the whole live with you. And I was like, listen, like our time is so like every minute kind of counts more in Austin because we don't live there. And so I told them like, do not feel bad that you can't make the full live. But they were in there for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. So I'm glad they were able to say hi. And then the icing on the cake, y'all, was I guess I knew I was going to see Harrison that day. I just don't think I realized it was going to be at that time because he like I just didn't realize. So then it was so funny when everybody leaves and then all of a sudden like Harrison walks through the door and I was like, wait, what? And so he was laughing about it. But he said it was really fun to like pop in. He felt bad. He's like, I'm so sorry, I didn't realize you had. I was like, you don't know how to apologize. Everyone was like, woohoo. Like I feel like we're not used to seeing Lorraine, Pam, Crystal on my lives, but like we see them on lives and we don't normally see Harrison. So I was like, you have nothing to apologize. Everyone was over the moon to see you. So it was really fun. It was a really fun week, but now I'm back in a sweatshirt. It's cold in London. It was kind of getting cool when we were leaving Austin, so I'm not surprised, I guess, but forever blessed. I'm glad you've made it to your first stream. Hello, welcome. We are a group of not many. Well, right now we have several people watching, but we meet every week. We have a project in hand. I mean, you don't have to, but I normally do. And we chit chat crochet. We chit chat crochet Foundry. This is technically a Crochet Foundry crochet along. But yeah, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Let's see. I'm trying to catch everyone's little questions and comments. Hi, Heidi. Hi, Kivia. So glad you're here. Happy birthday, Michaela. A little early, but happy birthday. Um, let's see. I always have a project at hand, but I don't ever really do anything but talk. This is literally, I have the project in hand. As you can see, this is not the same project as before because I had my dishcloth, finally had a gauge swatch, was like, okay, great, have the right hook. We're going to get started. And literally, I pack it up, I fly over, and I'm on the plane. I actually just kind of slept almost the whole time, thankfully. But I got back home and I was like, I do crochet to like unwind. And I was like looking for it and I can't find my dishcloth. And it's just so upsetting because I was so excited because I actually didn't get any. We had zero time to crochet while we were over there in Austin. It was kind of all work. It was fun though because it's like we were all together. But anyway, and so I can't. It's somewhere in my suitcases. I had two, and it's somewhere in there. I'll find it eventually and I'll pick it up. So instead, I decided I'm going to show you what I'm working on because it's really pretty. And it was actually designed by Pam. Little Pam. She's very talented, if I do say so myself. Let's see if I can pick it up. Okay. It's from winter 2021. So let me please hold. I had it here a second ago. Let me find it. It's going to be a top. I realize I'm a garment kind of person. I feel like if I'm going to take the time, I'm going to really take the time. But this is, oh, I'm sorry. It is not by Pam. She's still very talented. It is by Michelle Moore. This lovely plush and blush crop top. I thought I'd bring it on we have a lot of garments, and so I just wanted to show y'all so you know what I was working on. I'm very excited. I'm on the working the band right now. I did my gauge swatch before, so I wouldn't just be gauge swatching today. But I'm super pumped. So I've had my eye on that one, and so like I said, I was just like, I'm just gonna start a new one. It's fine. We'll just add it to the list of works in progress. But yeah, so I'm glad everyone is here. That is an MJ pattern. I love it. You know, I do love how you can recognize certain designers like style. That's, I think, one of my favorites because when we go through, like the submissions for the magazine, I'll go through them and we have like the pictures in a separate folder when somebody submits a design. And it's just funny because there's certain designers I'm like, I know so-and-so made that, or I know, somebody made that. It's really cool. Like, I think that's my favorite part, like about working on the magazine is like really being hands-on and then, interacting with these designers who are so talented. Hivia, you want to work? One day, I'm sure you will win something. I did speak to my superiors, Pam and Lorraine, and I said I would love to do more giveaways on my crochet along. We do the monthly, like end of month, I should say, like giveaway, which is the gift card to the Furls website. And I just said, if there's ever anything that y'all want to throw at me, I'll take it and I'll give it away here. So last week was a little wild because, like I said, we go on these trips and we're working, and then that's how we found these very last minute Foundry hooks, and it was very fun. And we were like, let's do a giveaway because we literally had no idea we had those left. And it was great. It was very fun. It was very fun to give a lot of things away, but then I had a lot of emails. I'm very sorry. I was originally going to leave Thursday, and then I ended up staying till Saturday, so everything got messed up. I apologize for those delays on getting to your emails, but I think I got everyone. If not, just send me another email and I will literally see it today because I'm working emails the rest of the week, y'all. It's been busy. But crochet, yes, it is a crochet pattern what I'm working on, Michaela. She's like a bougie fancy. I would agree. I have seen so many of her designs, of Michelle's designs, and I'm just like, this, first of all, just looks like it could be in a store, and I don't know why it's not. And then it's like, oh, I'll make it. It's fine. But anyway, I love everybody. Evelyn, hello from BC, Canada. We have a lot of Canadian friends, and I love that. I went to Canada once, maybe twice. It was great. It was cold, but it was great. But I lived in Michigan at the time, so it was fine. Megan, I don't think we have any more of those hooks. I'm going to double check, but I think we gifted them all. I'm gonna look, but I'm 99 because I had the tub with me. I'm really sorry, but send me an email just in case. Just in case. I mean, I can ask if someone can look. I'm not sure. That's a big promise. So but I don't want to promise, but just in case, okay? I'm doing things I shouldn't do. So I missed it. I'll watch the replay. Forever blessed. It was a lot of energy. Normally we chit chat. It's calm. We have a great time. We talk about pet hairs being, wound and, made into yarn. And we talk about a lot of crochet things, but last week was a lot. It was high energy. I finished the live and I just sat there like, oh. It was great though. It was so much fun. I love it. And oh yes, Monique. I wear this a lot. What's funny is I work out from home, and so then I'm like, I should really always get done up for my lives. And then I'm working, and then I'm like, it's my live, but I'm always cold, so then I always have at least. I'm like, well, this is an appropriate sweatshirt. I feel like it's not Crochet Foundry, but it's Tony, and we all love Tony. So I cannot. And thank you for the compliment on the lashes. I got them done. I'm so excited. Let's see. I'm going through comments. I want to make sure. Oh, hello, Karen. Welcome. Karen, am I mistaken in thinking you weren't at last week's? If not, you're totally fine. I just want to make sure I didn't miss you because I don't remember seeing Miss Karen from Forest Hills, New York City. So if I did miss you, I am sorry, but I'm glad you're here today. How to become a designer for Crochet Foundry? Ooh, this is a great question. So we do it quarterly, where we send out an email, normally through Crochet Foundry, but then also, if I'm not mistaken, they're sending it out to the furls as well. Maybe I'll double check on that. But we send out an email and we provide a link, like a form where you can submit officially, and we pick from there. So we pick 3 months worth. That's three, not that. 3 months worth of designs. We contact you. It's a whole formal, we have a contract. And pretty much we look for mainly garments, but we do like to sprinkle in accessories and home decor. It's I would say 60% garments, 30% accessories, 10% home decor. That's a rough number, but that's we are a predominantly garment magazine, and it's size inclusive. So we do ask our designers to know how to be able to write size inclusive patterns. That's something that there's been progress in the crochet community, but I still see designs that are, not size inclusive. And that's something that we just want to make sure we are size inclusive. And so our sizes range from extra small to 5X, if I'm not mistaken. I think that, yeah. But yeah, so that's kind of it. We do know that some designers will have more experience than others, but we like to welcome all designers. If you've never written a pattern, that could be a little tricky, but if you have a very, promise, you have a really great idea and you email us and, something that we also would love to see, I think it's still worth a try, because we do offer support in the sense of we have a tech editor once it's written, and I would say half the team have written patterns before. I personally have not written a pattern before, but I do know Lorraine, Crystal, Pam have, and they're always able to offer a little bit of help if you send over something. So I am so sorry. They're contacting me from work, and by work, you know what I mean, my other work, which is the tippity tapping. Let me pause that. But yeah, so always feel free to send us a message on creative@crochetfoundry.com. I'll send it through. But that way, if you have any question, like I said, it's not very difficult in the sense of you just submit a design and we go through all the submissions and then we pick something. We've worked with a lot of first time designers, and she's so lovely, Brittany Sledge from, I think it's Just Be Creations. I had seen her things on Instagram. They were such lovely designs, and I sent her a little message and I say, hey, would you ever consider designing for us? Because we love your work. And she'd said, she'd never actually kind of pushed her work that way. So it's we do work with designers who you don't have to have X years of experience. So I hope that was a long answer, but that's for also anybody who's interested. Like, I wanted to make sure I explained it. So if you're on the fence and you're like, well, maybe, and it's like, I would love to see what you have in mind. That's what I'm trying to say. Can we get metal hooks more in style? Or I cannot read today. I'm sorry. Can we get metal hooks in more styles? I would like to get metal hooks in general. That would be great. Hopefully I know that's on the books for us in general. This is more a Furls conversation than Crochet Foundry, but I would hope, I know we want to, we're just trying to first be able to sustain, like continuously have what we don't have at the time right now. So hopefully that will work. But I'm a big fan of, I made her come to a pullover and love wearing it. Yeah, MJ's off the hook. I mean, great designs. I can't like, shout out more because I would literally, great design. Anytime I'm looking on Crochet Foundry, I'm like, ooh, who's that? Michelle. So I'm glad it's not just me who sees the talent. Sherry, welcome. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you made it though. Notifications do let us down all the time. I will say, from my perspective, we will not be changing the time. So in general, you can always usually count Wednesday at 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Eastern. We'll be here. So I'm making sure. Karen, please do not apologize for not. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss you last week, because I just love how when you say hello. But that is why. Please do not apologize. Everyone is welcome to not make it to the live. I just noticed your absence because I love y'all and y'all are the best. But is anybody gonna grab anything new for March? Like I said, I'm gonna pull it up again because it's so pretty. I can't get over it. I'm going to be working on the plush blush crop top. The glare's a little, there you go. I love a crop top personally. I know I've said that on the lives before. I did my gauge swatch. I'm starting on the bottom band, and I'm using this really fun hand-dyed yarn by a British indie dyer, and I'm using a candy shop hook. This is me that I really want to stake this one out this month because I really like the top. I've had my eye on it. So I'm curious, are y'all picking up something new? Are you continuing from previous months or month? What are y'all working on? I'm so curious. I saw there's some really fun ones in the scrolly I did last month. There are some really good ones in there. I hope y'all are continuing or finishing up, but let's see. Yes, sizes are from. Thank you, Monique, for that reminder. Sizes extra small to 5X that's what our patterns come in for Crochet Foundry. Great question. As far as I know, this Friday. So it's normally the first Friday of every month is when it's released to the public. I do know we had some delays with our shoot, and so therefore annual subscribers get it a week before, and that's why annual subscribers have not gotten it. I do apologize for that. I may have sent an email. Now I'm questioning everything because I know we had it typed up and I just had to schedule it. If I did not, I'm very sorry. That's on me. Sorry, Crystal, if you're watching this, that is on me. If I didn't, I'm going to check though. But yeah, so March is coming out. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this. Crystal, if you're watching, or anybody else that works with me, if you're watching, and I'm not supposed to do this, just let me know. I won't do it again. But I don't think this is a cover, but this was a cover potential photo. Let me see if I can find it. I'm going to show a little sneak peek. Like I said, I don't know if I'm allowed to per se, but I will do what I do. And if someone catches me and tells me not to, then I'll stop. But I mean, you can see nice little textured top. I'm very excited for March. I know crochet is very big. I'm actually curious about this too. Do you crochet more in like more warm fall things, or do you crochet like a year round, like you just go with the seasons? So do you like, or what do you crochet? I actually love like spring, summer crocheting, like those kinds of garments. And I think because I love crops, and so I'm like, yeah, I'll just have a little tank top crop. Anyway, I'm curious, what do y'all like to crochet? Because I've said this once, maybe twice, but crochet is very individual to every person. And I know we do different things. So I'm curious. I like I want to make like another crop top that's like a tank top. I have many ideas, but there's a few ideas in March that I think y'all will like. I'm trying to, yeah. I don't want to give away too much because I don't know if I'm supposed to or not, but it's fine. They can, yeah. Um, Winter's Eve 86. We have not, okay, so we had our just address any frustrations with Odysseys and medals. We haven't, we did a restock of metal one time this year, and we don't have a date for the next one. So you haven't missed anything on that end. And then if I'm not mistaken, we are scheduling a restock for Odyssey this month as well. So I said my piece and I'll be going. Or moving on, I should say, not going. I'm not going anywhere for a minute. But did you, I can't, Monique, I'm back to let me try to send another link. So pause. So I love everybody's comments. I can't finish my one thought process. So for those of you who have not done the crochet along with Crochet Foundry this year yet, it is very simple. You find a pattern you like from Crochet Foundry. You can get individual patterns. There's lots of lovely garments. There's dresses, pants, skirts, shorts. There are lovely home decor like a coffee mug rug if you want something small. Just pick something Crochet Foundry. And you just post a picture in our Crochet Foundry Makes group. After this live, you will have pinned on the, I'm gonna share the group. Let's share the group. Monique, let me know if you don't see this. We checked like settings and stuff, like the privacy settings. We can't see why. So I'm not really sure why you're not able to, and not just you, I believe a handful of others weren't able to see the links. But I hope you can. Anyway, so go to this Facebook group, join it, I'll approve you. And then at the end of this live, I'm going to do a picture instead of just the live video, because sometimes I noticed that didn't work one of the weeks and I don't like that. I'm going to post a picture of my work in progress. So it will be these little pretties. And there you can post whenever you want in the month of your work in progress. You will then officially be entered to win a gift card at the end of the month. And that's what it is. It doesn't have to be done. You can post it today. You can post it next week. You can post it the day of the last Wednesday of the month. That's normally when I do the giveaway. So I will make sure to pin it. So you'll see it at the top of the group, and it will just be a picture of my work in progress. And yeah, that's all I have to do. You're entered officially. So I hope that makes sense. I realize I talk a lot, and in my talking a lot, I can then jumble things up. I'm very sorry. I will try to do better and improve my way of speech, because I recognize it's not the most crystal clear thing. Christina, is that what you're working on? Arbor tunic rock? I made one. Wow, I love the idea of the tassels. And it's fantastic. Yeah, Crystal has some great patterns. She has a really cute, like a Christmassy season, like winter season, like gnome decor thing. Very cute. She has some really fun ideas. Hi, Chronic in Oklahoma, I assume. I'm very sorry if I'm hi. I just want to say hi to you. I saw you some hello. Let's see, Tiffany, does it have to be back to the Crochet Foundry patterns? It does have to be unpublished. So it can be like, obviously you designed it. It just has to be unpublished. It can be for that season. We also, if you want to plan ahead, you're more than welcome to. We do sometimes allocate, like we'll see something where like, well, maybe not for spring, but maybe for summer. Always feel free to like submit what you want, but it has to be unpublished. But then it will be in our magazine if it gets selected, and then it will be also for available like separately, like purchasable from our website. So that's just some info. But let's see, Crystal from oh, Christina, let's see. I didn't know this. I was thinking of a different Crystal, maybe Christina, or was I? Oh, okay. You were explaining, you're talking to each other. Totally fine. I was like, wait, what? I was very confused, but no, we're fine. There actually, there's a lot of crystals in the crochet community, I feel like. You're still working on the Dolman sweater. No shame. I'm still working on the first sweater I started because I don't finish things. I do. I'm actually very close to that one. So I want to, but I wanted to start one for March and get it started with y'all to work on it since I've been, crocheting this whole time, but I haven't. That's pretty blue. Are you talking about the hook? Is this a pretty blue? I would agree with that. I love blues. Crystal from Crochet Foundry /Furls and we love blues. So if there's ever anything blue you see, we most likely were like, love this color blue, let's choose it. I got the J, be inspired. Oh, hi, I'm glad you're here with us. Let's see, I'm doing a special project right now. Ooh, what's the special project right now you're working on? I'm curious. Karen, I assume this is you. I'm curious what your special project is. Let's see, I'm at the blocking stage. Do y'all block? I block. I have seen the benefits of blocking. I do love blocking. So I also love a cardigan. So I'm with you. I'm with you, Megan. But anyway, this has been, I love how involved y'all are. I love that you're talking to each other. It's so fun. The reason I can't crochet as much is because I don't know if I can actually crochet and read your comments because my mind can't do that, but it's been really fun. Let's see, I crochet what strikes my fancy. I like that. It just tends to be garments with me that strike my fancy, but every now and then I'll think, ooh, or I'll see yarn and I'm like, I really want to crochet that. So then I look for like the pattern that I think will work well. But yeah, let's see, year round, depending on the temps. I like that Hal crochets. I do like sweaters, but I feel like sometimes maybe I have a lot of acrylic yarn. And what's funny, and I know this doesn't really make sense, but with acrylic yarn, I feel like sometimes with a sweater, I get too hot. So then I either want to make something that is more like lacy in a way with more, like bigger holes, if you will, more space in it. So it's more breathable. But I sometimes end up using like acrylic for more like lacy crop summer things because then I know it doesn't make sense, but I just feel like I get hot easier. So therefore I use less acrylic in the winter, which I know it doesn't fully, but it makes sense in my mind. But anyway, Zipperneck Frankenstein, your favorite thing to crochet is blankets. I'm looking to try tops soon, but being plus size, figuring out how much yarn I need is intimidating. It can be intimidating. I will say for our like with Crochet Foundry, you will have a guide normally with how much an estimated yarn amount per design you need and per size, I should say. But no, I'm with you. I wear anywhere from a large to a 2XL, depending on what it is. Normally I am like an XL, but for some things, like if they're oversized, I size down because I actually don't love oversized. But it does take a minute to like make sure you have enough yarn. I'm there with you. But once you now I do sort of have an idea, but that's because I just crochet garments all the time. And for myself, I don't even gift them. I'm a selfish person. I am sorry. I am. So I never gift them. My sweet husband has been asking for a crochet sweater for a long time and he's not gotten it. But anywho, I am very behind. It's because all of you are commenting great things. That's so funny. Megan, I'm with you. You enjoy shopping for yarn. I do too. I just received yarn yesterday. And my husband was like, oh, you got more yarn. He actually doesn't mind that I buy yarn. And he was just like, oh, you got more yarn. I was like, and I have more coming, mainly because I like pre-ordered it. So then it all got messed up. But anyway, I'm the same way. I buy yarn and then I'm like, well, I need something. So I'll just make it. I'll make it myself. Self-sufficient. I don't know if that's self-sufficient, but anyway. Um, let's see. I'm making I feel you. I hate fitting rooms. I just saw that and I had to share because I do not like fitting rooms, and that's why I'll make it myself. And then normally I feel like everything ends up fitting. So I feel I've had maybe 2 things, but I will blame the pattern that did not fit well. And it was because I think the designer didn't know how to make plus size designs. Like they didn't know how to properly grade it. So then they just like added rows, and that's not always the way to go. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but you can't just add rows and it'll fit a larger body. Like there's more to it. But thankfully everything I made has fit. So far it's working. Thank goodness. Those links work. Darcy, I'm glad the links work with you. So this is what is confusing to me. Darcy can see the links, but Monique, you can't see the links. I'm going to probably privately message you and send you everything that I send on here because I don't want you to miss out. Anybody else, feel free to send a message and say, I can't see anything, and I'll send it over. I'll send it over to you because I want you to be in the group. I want you to see what I'm sharing, which I don't share too much. I'll share right now the Crochet Foundry website. Yeah, so I'm clearly very behind on these comments, but I don't mind because everybody has such great things to share. I just finished. Did you do the Michaela? Is that the mood snood? Kayla's alt knots? I think so. Is that the one I'm thinking of? I was going to do the mood snood, and I didn't because I was like, no, I need to finish. I need to really start and finish my Crochet Foundry one from January, and then I started the dishcloth, and then I lost the dishcloth. So, I mean, I hope that went well. I thought that was such a cute, like, it's a simple design, but I like it. Like, it's simple is always kind of nice. I love your talking. Thank you, Monique. I appreciate that. I don't get that often, so I'll take it. Oh, goodness gracious me. Christina also did the mood snood. I love that we all it is kind of fun to see who we know and who we follow and who we like make things from. I love Kayla. I've never actually interacted with her, but she's so sweet, and I've watched like her videos and stuff, and I love her energy. So I'm glad that y'all know each other, like y'all know of her and y'all are making her things. Leanna, hello, welcome. We've just been chit-chatting. I'm sure you said hello I can see the time, 7 minutes ago, but we've just been chit-chatting away. We talked about high energy live that was last week, and I will miss that. It was actually really nice to be with everybody. But yeah, just want to say hi since you said hello. You block certain things, depends on the fiber. You know, you're right. I actually have to agree with you, Leanna. I don't block anything acrylic. I think the first time I ever made a blanket, I did do a little steam blocking, but it was because it was a bunch of squares and I didn't want it to be kind of tight in certain areas because clearly I wasn't very consistent. But yeah, I don't really block most acrylic things. I do, now that I think of it, even when I use like a merino, I don't tend to block unless purposely I size down, and then I kind of do want to block just to make sure it's all good. Ola Jo, hello. Ola Jo is here. She says hi to all. Welcome, Ola Jo. I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you're here. It's a good live. When Ola Jo shows up, the party has started. So I'm glad you're here. I've never blocked, and I guess I never had the need. Yeah, I mean, some people definitely don't. I know. I could be wrong, and this is not a bad thing at all. I feel like I've seen maybe more knitters, like the knitters that I follow on social media normally like tend to block more. So it could be where I see that more. But even my knits, I haven't been blocking. I think I did I had one design that had a very large sleeve and it's like lacy, so I blocked that. Besides that, I don't really block now that I think about it. But I do see the benefits, and if I need the benefit, I get it. paper cozy for your home. So sweet. I love cozy. Acrylic does not breathe. Cotton bamboo, or, you're right. Acrylic does not breathe. So my theory of why I use more acrylics in like the spring doesn't make sense. But even in the winter, it's too much for me. But maybe I don't know. I'm a sweater person, like the idea of a sweater, but then I don't wear the sweater. So therefore I've stopped making sweaters. So that's why I am excited about this one. I'll show it again. I can't get enough of it. It's so pretty. But I mean, yeah, here it is. Blush top. I feel like with the V-neck, it's not, I mean, it's a thin, we're using fingering weight yarn. It shouldn't be heavy. I'm excited for this one. So I would also, London stays pretty cool even into the spring. So I think maybe that's also why. But there's some great options here. I was looking at, let's see, where is it? This one was also another contender. Oh, designed by the ever amazingly sweet Diane. It's a Dulce de Coco Ruana. This is on my list. I actually love anything drapey. I'm like, yes, I'll make it. I'll put it on my body because it's so fun. Anyway, I'll keep moving on. Yeah, acrylic, way too hot. I'm trying to use my stash this year. I love this. I am the same boat. I do go through seasons of buying more yarn, and then I'm like, I need to stop because I want to use it. And so this one, I was actually really, I've never used this, like, it's called like Wiggle. It's like a fingering weight. It's like silk and alpaca, I believe. It's going to be nice and warm, but it shouldn't be too heavy. That is from my stash, and I was like, I feel really good. I do love yarn. I do buy a lot of yarn, but then I go on a pause because I want to make sure I am using what I'm buying. I don't like to just have it just to have it, though I also do that as well. I will not lie to you. I will be honest and say that is what I do. So I'm trying to be better, and I have been. So anyway, yeah, worsted acrylic. What am I going to do with that? I am the same, Monique. I have too many because I stopped buying it all. I think I bought a lot of worsted when I started crocheting again. And then I realized it's too big for me. Like I prefer a lighter yarn. So I too am like, what do I do with this? I think I am eventually going to donate a lot of things I don't use. So it'd be kind of fun just to see it go to a better home because it's not being used and I don't want to just go wasted. It'll be ready in April. Take your time, Karen. Take your time. April will come soon enough. As well, so it makes sense. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you for making it make sense in my head even more. I appreciate that. But you never know. What yarn do you recommend for spring season wearables? Cotton. Yeah, I think a cotton is really nice. I've tried, what was it? Line Brand Trubu. We have a design coming up. What month? It could be March. Oh, there's actually quite a bit in spring. In March and April, we'll have a lot of Trubu wearables. But I think I realized I really like a blend. Has a really nice drape and feels light. I do feel like, and someone can correct me, I don't know all the answers at all. Sometimes I feel like it can maybe stretch a little lengthwise. So I normally shorten it just a bit. That's just me though. Anybody else, feel free to step in and correct me, but I do feel like a cotton blend feels really nice and really soft. Like Trubu I know that's not a cotton blend, that's like a bamboo, but I assume Kobu will be similar. I'm trying to remember if there's Kobu in March. I don't think there's Kobu in March, but there's Trubu. Anyway, we'll keep moving on. Let's see. So many fun things to talk about. So little time. Kivia, we don't always have a hook giveaway. It was kind of a spur of the moment because we found them. But I'm hoping I'm going to send a message to my LPC, my Lorene, Pam, and Crystal, and say, hey, my viewers would love to have more of the hook giveaway. So I'm going to see if we can work something out. I would love to give something. I actually loved giving things away. So I can't wait. Please, Olajo, if you're feeling under the weather, take care of yourself. Just listen, and you don't even have to listen. But we love that you're here, and you're so sweet for even being here when you're not feeling great. So, oh, y'all are the best. I can't. Christina, that's so sweet. I am so excited to wear them to school. They layer a lot, and it cracks me up that they walk off just covered in yarn. I think that's fantastic. If I feel if I had more, I feel especially when you're crocheting like kid sizes, I feel like that must feel great because you finish something and it's getting worn, and you probably finish sooner than you would like an adult garment. Or at least for I mean, if a child size to like an XL, that's going to be a difference in time. But I need to maybe crochet for my nieces. And my nephew's like a grown boy now. He's not a boy anymore. He's like a young man. Anyway, I digress. Let's see. You're also a selfish crafter. Oh, well, that's nice. You're knitting your husband a sweater. Well, it hasn't been touched in a year, but you know, you started. I was like, oh. I have to read the full comment sometimes, but anyway, we're on here for 45 minutes now. I need to start wrapping it up, but I love this conversation. It makes me sad that I need to wrap this up. I'm gonna just quickly keep going. You're working on crocheting G-square shawl hat. Oh, that's fun. And your first attempt at an amigurumi animal. Let me know how that goes. I'm very curious. Be inspired. I'm not an Emmy person. Like, not that I think they're so cute, and I tried. I may try it again one day. I did like more of like a big plushie. It looked frightening. My proportions were off. I sewed on the head, and it was like crooked, and I don't know why I did, but I just maybe need to practice. But I hope your adventure with the Emmy goes very well. I'm very curious to see how it goes. So let's see. I'm gonna have to keep going. I'm doing Kayla Stitch a Screen Blanket this year. I saw that too. It looks so fun. It's so fun. Anyway, I'm glad. I love everybody commenting. I wish I had more. I wish I had quicker eyes so I could read quicker. You only block. Okay. Now that you say the curl, I do anything I Tunisian crochet, I block. Now that I think of that, I was like, oh yeah, you're right. What did I do Tunisian somewhat recently? And I was like, I need to block this. But you're right. Anything that curls, I'm pinning that sucker down, and I'm like spraying if I need, or I guess dunking it in water if I need to, depending on what it is. Oh, wow, Darcy, you block if you're entering your local fair. That's so fun. I hope things go well at your local fair. Would you have to walk after everybody? Okay, I have seen. This will probably be my wrapping up question because this is a great question. Blocking question. Would you have to block after every like wash? I have heard yes, and I'm curious what others have to say. I have done that. So with the sleeves that I told you that is a very long, like a very big sleeve, but lace at the ends. I do and I don't do it often because it's a merino, so it it's very like clean, if I will. But I do block the sleeve lightly each time because I feel like if I don't, the lace does curl, or the other way. You know what I mean? So I'm curious what others have to say. Monique, you said Tunisian, you as well. I mean, I'm glad we're on the same page. Let's see. Please block your motifs for that. Oh, pause, but still blocking. This is a great point. Block the okay, so I was working on the Sunrise hoodie, and that one I used acrylic. And see, I like using acrylic for that one because it's like a crop, and you can just wear a tank top underneath. Anyway, block the motifs. Makes perfect sense because anything that's going to be lacy, or it's going to have that tendency to curl, and it's going to just, yeah, it's going to like curl up, scrunch up, if you will. So you do want to block it in order to open up almost a lot more, and that way it'll help keep shape. And yeah, anyway, I need to keep scrolling. But yeah, let me know if anybody says no, I don't block. I'm curious to know why you don't block after washing. But there's so many good questions. I'm sorry, I need to act like an adult. But what yarn for that sweater? Michaela, which one are you talking about? I'm curious. Oh, too many questions. Not you, as in I have many questions. Please keep asking questions. I was talking to myself. Leanna, you pick what feels best on your skin. I love that theory. I met somebody who kind of made like a blanket statement on all like or on certain yarns, and I was like, I don't think that's true. Like, not all wool is itchy or not all acrylic is scratchy. You know what I mean? Like I am a very Crystal, who we know and love. She's like, I did the face test. And so basically if it's soft on her face, she likes it. And I think that's a great kind of point of view because it's true. Like not everything will be super, super soft, but other fibers or the same fiber can be super soft, just in a different kind, if that makes sense. I can't wait for more. Sherry, funny you say this. This will be my other closing note. We do have some Wander yarn, I believe, releasing today. Don't quote me, because technically things can change last minute. You would be surprised. But there's more Wander yarn coming, like new colors. And I hope you didn't hear my dog just moan. But anyway, so funny you say that, Sherry. We do have some things. Christina, you have done so many things. I am so impressed. I want to feel free to share those in the group. I know that's technically not a part of the crochet along since you already did it, but I'm very curious. So if you ever wanted to just post that on its own, feel free, because you've done a lot of things that I am just so curious of. I'm scrolling. I'm if I'm missing you, I'm so sorry. Kivia, I can't wait till your birthday either. When is it? Happy early birthday if it's soon. If not, I hope you tell me later and then I can tell you happy birthday. Sherry, you're not seeing the links either. Son of a gun. How can I get you the links? If for whatever reason you can't get the group, like the link that I'm sending, please go on Facebook and just look up. This is not a link, but if you can't see this either, then we're in big trouble. Crochet Foundry Makes. That's the name of the group. So if you're just on Facebook and you just want to look for it, it's Crochet Foundry Makes. And I will send the link again. I'm like, I don't know why it's not coming up. This is so strange. I'm going to look into this further because I don't understand why this is happening. To only a small group of you too. I don't know. Those that blocked, Darcy also had the same question. Do you do it after every wash? I've shared mine. So that's just me. Ola Joe, she reshapes after the wash. And okay, interesting. I reshape, but I don't. Okay, that does kind of make sense. I can see what you're saying, Ola Joe. So I would agree on that. I don't think I looked at my wordage correctly, but I would agree with that. I think that I'm gonna leave that there for a minute. I think Kivia, a birthday hook. We technically had one. It was a glitter one. But I'm curious if we can do more than one. Like, it'd be kind of fun to have a different birthday hook every year. That's a great idea. I'm going to share that with the team. Wow, we've had a great live. I am so happy you were here. It makes me, it genuinely, I was working on emails, tippity tapping away, and then I was like, I get to do my live. So it was a great break in my day. I'm going to post the picture, like I said. You'll see a little picture of my yarn and my hook. And that will be where you're going to post your WIP pictures, your works in progress. All it has to be is a Crochet Foundry project. It can be the smallest little project or it can be the biggest little project, up to you. It doesn't have to be finished by the end of the month. So let's see. I'm watching this on Crochet Foundry Makes, so I don't know why I can't see the links. Monique, I am not sure what is going on, but interesting. I'm going to look into this. I'm not going to, I mean, I will have to rest eventually, but I want to get this looked at. I'm writing this down again. And I'm going to see, I don't think it's a privacy thing, but I'll just in case. Okay. Anyway, I hope that Monique, it's your birthday next week, the day after. Oh, next Thursday. Well, I can't wait. I can't wait to say happy birthday almost next week, like I said it now. But anyway, I hope y'all have a good week. I will see you next Wednesday, same time, same day, 11 a.m. Central on a Wednesday every week. bring a project if you have one. If you don't, you can just listen, or I mean, you can talk obviously, but you know what I mean. Yeah, let me know what y'all are working on in the comments or wherever. I'll read them. I can't wait to see you next week. It'll be great. And hopefully I can read your comments quicker. I'm sorry, this is why it went so long, because I'm just such a slow reader. But anyway, y'all are the best. Thank you again for just coming every week. I very much enjoy this, and y'all are the highlight of my day and week. I say week a lot, but it's true. Anyway, have a good one, y'all. Bye.